Good morning, guys. This is Rusty 78609. We're going to talk about RVing options, as in what kind of options. Well, the fact that you have a home you can drive gives you just so much flexibility. Or I have a Class C motorhome, but if you were towing a travel trailer or a fifth wheel or using a Class A or a van or anything else, all this will still apply, and that means I'm staying here right now. This is Tropical Trails RV Resort, Brownsville, Texas. This is December 2022. Temperature right now is 76 degrees. It's amazing, but that's why people come here, is because of the climate. But as you can see, I'm going to make a loop through the park here. And as I do, you will see just about everything you can camp in. Most of these are fifth wheels and Class A motorhomes because they don't allow vans and tents and stuff like that. But, you know, that's available, obviously. But for your lifestyle, you've got so much flexibility. It's amazing. Like, see, I'm here for 3 months, December, January, February. And then I'll go to Brackettville, Texas, where I have a home base for a couple of months or 3, and then go out to Capitan, where I've got a lot I own, a city lot, and got a full hookup there, and I'll go there for a few months, and then but you know, there's so many things I could do in addition to that, or add flavor to that, by staying at different RV resorts or whatever, you know. I mean, I could change it so that next year I came down here, could come down here in, I don't know, January, and stay 1 month here and go to another RV resort for a month, and on and on we go. But it's just so much flexibility in where you are. You know, I think, you know, I plan to be here 3 months. I probably should have done 2 months. I probably should have waited to come here till January, because it's actually been, believe it or not, a little warm. And it's, of course, it's always humid, but it's less humid in the winter, December, January, February, and March. And then 8 months a year, you get a lot of humidity. And of course, there's a few mosquitoes. Some days are worse than others, depends. But yeah, but for RVing, so what I'm doing now, or what I'm looking at now, is I'm headed back to my Class C motorhome now, and but I'm going to sit down and kind of do me a calendar, just to, you know, what if this and what if that, and see if I can expand my base of operations by doing a little more variety. And by that I mean, you know, instead of staying here 2 or 3 months, why not stay at 2 or 3 different RV resorts if I've got to be in this area in the winter, which I don't. But this is one of the warmer areas in the winter. It's even warmer than Quartzsite, Arizona. The humidity's higher, but the temperature is also warmer. And there's things to do here that are interesting. But yeah, if I just, you know, if I could do 3 different, or two or three different RV resorts or something along that line, a nice RV park, to get out of the, you know, the really cold weather. Because even Central Texas, it can be, you know, you can get some pretty cold weather in there. What is cold to me? Below freezing. I mean, anywhere below freezing is cold. And if the high for the day doesn't get above freezing, that is very cold, you know, because that's something. I was born and raised in South Texas, and anyway, enough said about that. I'm not used to snow and days where it stays freezing, or weeks where it stays freezing every day, or months or whatever. And yeah, so I could do like 3 months here, you know, different spots, and then Brackettville or Fort Clark Springs, where I have my place in Texas, a couple of 3 or 4 months, 3 months max, and then, you know, maybe go stay at some New Mexico state parks, you know, just really kind of spread it out, you know. And why not? It's easy for me to move. I mean, my Class C motorhome, I've got a tow vehicle. I'm driving the tow vehicle right now. It's a Chevy Bolt electric vehicle, and it works really good. I can charge it off of 110. Right now, my range shows 288 miles, and they're rated at about 250 or 240, whatever. But it's based on your driving habits and so forth. But yeah, mine gets me. I've been over 300 miles of range a few times. But it's, like, see, you can see how flat this terrain is. But if I was in the mountains and it was really cold and all, blah, 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 then it would make a big difference. So, um, but yeah, this RV resort is nice. It's called Tropical Trails. It's about 700 a month, $700 a month plus electricity for their cheapest site. They go up from there. But just, it's something I didn't, I've thought about it before, just living on the road, just going, 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 going. But I find that a little bit uncomfortable. But if I stay somewhere a month or two at a time, seems to work really good for me. And it has a lot to do with getting older too. I mean, I'm like 77 now, but it does make a difference as you get older. You just don't want to fool with a lot of things that you didn't mind fooling with when you were younger. And so, just talking out loud here, guys, just filling in the void of time. Those over on the right, that's they have cottages here. Those are like 1,500 a month, and they've got about 8 or 9 of them. Yeah, they're nice. They're pretty nice little cottages. Yeah, but yeah, I'm going to go back and get an RV, and that gives me something to do. Whether I do it or not, hell, who knows? But you gotta, when you don't have a lot on your agenda or your calendar, uh, staying busy is important. And if you can't think of anything to do, just take a short drive. I promise, or a walk. You know what I mean? Just get out and get with them. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just burning daylight. Yeah, there are mosquitoes out there. I see them on the window of the car trying to get in. Yeah, but I don't do a lot of quote sitting out here. Now, when the temperature drops and it gets a little cooler and the humidity drops a little bit, it'll be nice. It's okay. It's not bad now. I mean, certainly not a problem. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of look at my calendar and do me a plan because I do plan to be here through the end of February, and then go back to my Texas home base, Fort Clark Springs, for at least March, April, possibly May. I think what I'm going to do in May is head out to New Mexico because it'll be warming up there then, and I can go to hit some of the state parks because I have the state park pass, and it's a pretty good deal. Unfortunately, it is a good deal, and everybody uses it, which makes it a little difficult to get a reservation sometimes, and most of them are now. It used to be a lot of first come, first serve spots in New Mexico, but it ain't now. Mm-mm. Nope. Even the BLM kind of jumped on that. I got to back in here. Why do I back in? I don't know. Hell, it's just something to do. Well, because the camera gives you an above view of the vehicle. I don't know how the hell it does it, but it's like you're looking down from about 15 feet above the car. Yeah, it's a hell of a deal. So I just use that and back in watching the camera, and that's it. And then when I hit something, I blame the camera. I mean, we're just kind of easing in here, and since the battery is pretty much fully charged, I don't need to charge the car. And but I always back up alongside the RV because the sun sets to my left, and the car here, because the temperature is uh, in the middle 80s sometimes. It gets a little warm inside the car. But having said that, guys, yeah, just whenever you're RVing or sitting in your RV, or if you have an RV and you're thinking about, what am I going to do next? Or if you're like, if you're a full timer, and I'm sure you guys have all snapped on this many times, but yeah, add a little variety. And I plan to do that. It's not that hard, and it's certainly not any more expensive than any other way of lifestyle for me. Does that make any sense? What in the hell does that mean? But having said that, basically what I'm saying is you know, uh, plan your life and live your plan, you know. But anyway, thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye from Tropical Trails here on a warm day in December. It's about the middle of December right now, and unbelievably, yeah, it's going to be in the 80s. Next week, it's going to cool down a lot. It's going to be all the way down to the upper 60s. Yeah, for the highs. That's crazy, isn't it, for this time of the year? But that's not unusual. I mean, they go many winters here without a freeze. But anyway, use the Amazon link, drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, keep your health, and stand guard at the door of your mind. Bye-bye, guys. Adios.